Welcome to FMBN Podcast, your financial guide to a brighter future. This program is brought to you by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, where we believe in empowering your dreams of owning a home and securing your tomorrow. I'm your host, Patience Okai, and in this podcast, we are diving deep into the frequently asked questions by Nigerians, activities of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, and of course, the news of the week. You are watching 7 FM TV. Let's quickly take a breather. We'll be right back.
Let's go. Oh,
Huh? What is it again?
Oga, I dey drive this car, my mind no dey. My landlord is on my neck.
Your landlord again. I thought I have told you this before. Get a mortgage, register with NHF scheme, and get a home up front. What is so difficult about this?
Oga, I will do just that. See, I will shame that my landlord. Mortgage.
At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home.
Welcome back to FMBN Podcast. This program is sponsored by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria here on 7 FM TV. So coming up now is the frequently asked questions by Nigerians. Some Nigerians are asking, are there restrictions as to where a contributor can build his or her own house? Here's the response.
The property can be located anywhere in Nigeria. The applicant must, however, provide acceptable title documents to the land.
The 17th African Housing Show, which was held on the 24th to 27th of July, featured many events and activities. One of these is a collaboration of the Nigeria Refinanced Mortgage Commission, NRMC, with the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, along with other key agencies within the housing sector. The MD NRMC said this at the event. Let's take a look at it.
NRMC has also been collaborating with other stakeholders on the Nigerian Real Estate Data Collection Management Program. That is the brainchild of Reverend Chino. We took it over from him and we are driving that forward. As the Statistician General said, we are also collaborating with others, including the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Center for Affordable Housing, the National Bureau for Statistics, National Population Commission, Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, RADAN and others in building a housing data center. In fact, we have several MOUs that will sign concerning this. Across the continent, with the help of CAF, we have identified 117 data indicators that you need to be able to make housing decisions across the continent. So this is like a global standard. And we have now brought together every party, what CBN will produce on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis, what we will get from the National Population Commission, what we will get from NBS and all of that, so that all those 17 indicators will be provided by everyone on a regular basis, on a consistent basis, and made available for people to make informed decisions. As you all know, we are at the forefront of driving the model mortgage and foreclosure law. One of the things we do with that exercise is that we also conduct housing survey for states that adopt that law. So we have done for Ekiti State, where we carried out housing survey for the state, and that information is available. So we're not only promoting the adoption of the model mortgage and foreclosure law, we're also making information available for decision makers to make good decisions.
All right, that was the managing director of the NRMC at the 17th African Housing Show in Abuja. The managing director of Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, Mado Haman, gave a speech during the panel session at the event. He boasted of the bank having more 5 million subscribers who are contributors to the National Housing Fund Scheme, NHF. Take a listen to his speech.
At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, like our moderator has said, we have over 5 million contributors to the NHF scheme. These are workers across the country, both in the private and public sectors. And of recent, the bank had also introduced products for the informal sector in order to bring them into the scheme. So in terms of contribution, we want to expand the base of the NHF scheme by bringing in the informal sector, which is the largest economic sector we have in the country in terms of contribution to our GDP. But in terms of delivery of mortgage, finance, and housing, I have to say we are not doing well at all. We are not doing well because data within the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria itself shows that from inception of the National Housing Fund scheme to date, we've only been able to generate about 28,000 mortgages to Nigerians within the National Housing Fund scheme. And this is a far cry from the 5-point-something million contributors to the scheme. Most of the data that Kisha presented, I believe, are generally from sources that are provided by the National Housing Fund, that's the Federal Mortgage Bank, and other government-associated developers. So in terms of reporting, the Federal Mortgage Bank reports on a biannual basis to the Office of the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. We report the data on total residential properties financed within that period, and then accumulated data from inception to date. We also give information to the Bureau of Statistics, information on mortgages created within the reporting period and accumulated period. So I think if you try to investigate from the Office of the Bureau of Statistics, I don't know of other mortgage institutions or other players within the housing sector. I don't know how many of them do render returns in terms of their contribution to the development of the sector. But I know most of the figures that have been read out in terms of number of houses, number of mortgages, and quantum of amount in terms of naira are closely associated with what we at the Federal Mortgage have been submitting as our returns to the Bureau of Statistics. But like other contributors have said, we need collaboration within the housing sector. Collaboration from developers. We have developers that are state-owned. We have developers that are private. We have developers that participate within the affordable space. That's what we call in Federal Mortgage Bank the affordable housing production line. These are houses that are built for mostly the low income who are contributors to the National Housing Fund.
Interesting. 5 million subscribers for the NHF scheme. That's a good one for the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Okay, coming up now is the FMBN news for the week. But before then, let's quickly go on a commercial break. We'll be right back.
The latest couple in town.
Good day, sir.
How are you? Oh, sit down, sit down, sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Drinks?
No, we're fine, sir.
How was the moon experience?
It was quite an experience.
How about house?
We are renting at the moment, but we intend to save enough to own our own house, right?
Why not avoid all those Shylock landlords and own a house upfront. With the average income and cost of building houses today in Nigeria, mortgage is the best option. No sweat. I tell you what, that was how I got my first house, and I've never regretted it.
To make good homes, and by implication, a good society, an individual is expected to have an abode from which to take off and return at the end of each day. At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home. Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
What is the name of my grandson?
Suleiman.
That's a good name. May the Almighty preserve him.
Amen.
Now that your family is growing, this is the time for you to start thinking of a house of your own.
Abba, the thought of this has always been on my mind. To build a house now, you need a lot of money, and that is what is holding me back.
Sonny, what you need is a mortgage. NHF mortgage loan. With NHF mortgage loan, you own a house upfront and pay gradually over a long period of time.
Abba, I will go to the FMBN office right away.
Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
Welcome back to FMBN podcast here on 7 FM TV, and the program is proudly sponsored by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. So let's bring you the FMBN news for the week. And that's the much we have for you on this week's edition of FMBN Podcast. Do well to join us next week for another educative edition of the program. And follow us on all our social media handles displayed on your screen at Instagram 7TV_NIG, Twitter 7TV_NIG, Facebook 7TV Nigeria, YouTube 7FM-TV. You can also visit our website at www.7media.ng and visit www.fmbn.gov.ng for more inquiries. Thanks for staying with us. My name is Patience Okai. Bye.